Hello guys and welcome back to Midwest Coasters. My name is Anderson and today we're going to be looking at the top 15 coasters in the Midwest. Anyway, let's get straight to it. First I'm going to mention what states these coasters are from. So we've got Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, the Dakotas, not that anything is going to come from there, Nebraska, and Iowa. Anyway, I've got two shoutouts today. Because both of them commented on the Planet Coaster live video on last Thursday. We've got Parkside Peter, who watched the whole thing, and Mountain Menace, who was honest and said he only made it halfway through. Thank you, both of you, for commenting. Now I've got some honorable mentions. In number 20, we've got Flight of Fear at Kings Island. In number 19, we've got Banshee at Kings Island. In number 18, we've got Prowler at Worlds of Fun. By the way, I've not ridden all these coasters, even though I'm Midwest Coasters. Yeah, I know. In number 17, Thunderbird at Holiday World. And in number 16, Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City. Those will be on the screen right now, so you can check them out. Now I'm going to remind you to subscribe. And let's get to the top 15 coasters in the Midwest. Number 15, Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast. This is probably an absolute blast. Had to make a pun. This is a Premier Rides launch coaster. You can find all the details on each coaster at the top of the screen. This is located at Six Flags St. Louis, and this just seems like an amazing launch coaster, although it probably does require a lot of maintenance. Number 14, we've got Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. This is an incredible wooden coaster, great GCI. I have ridden this one, and it's just an amazing GCI. It's a great coaster that I'm willing to, even though the airtime is really incredibly intense, I'm willing to watch it 5 times over, or ride it 5 times over, because of how great it is. Also, the theme is good as well. Number 13, we have the Monster located at Adventureland. This is an extremely good. I assume an extremely good Gerstlauer. I believe Eurofighter. You'll see what it is in the corner once I finish editing this one. It just seems like an amazing ride that seems really fun. It's packed full of inversions. Number 12, we got Max Force at Six Flags Great America. This is one I could talk a ton about. It's just an amazing ride. Great launch. The boom sound effect. I'm not sure if it's sound effect or it's the actual launch, but the boom that you kind of hear from pretty far away is really cool and definitely either amps you up or makes you more scared, depending on what type of rider you are, whether you're scared or not. Number 11, we got Diamondback. This is a amazing B&M Hyper located at Kings Island. It has a ton of great elements, and overall it's just a bundle of fun. I just enjoy riding this one. Anytime I'm going to Kings Island, this is the coaster I want to ride. First, if not Orion. Next, we've got Goliath at Six Flags Great America. This is another great coaster. This is a RMC wooden coaster. The second, I'm pretty sure, ever built. It's just a really fun ride that just makes you smile, especially I had a rain ride and that was absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys get one too when you ride this awesome coaster. Now let's move on to number 9, Renegade, located at Valleyfair. I have not ridden this one again, but it is a great coaster that just seems to be packed like you want. Great elements, which this seems to pack, and this also seems to be like a very speedy ride. One of the only coasters at Valleyfair that seems to be somewhat good. Let's move on to number 8, Raging Bull. This one, another one of my favorites. Anytime I am at Six Flags Great America, this is one of my first rides that I go to. Line always seems to be pretty long, which is a good sign. And overall, I love this ride. It just, again, makes me smile. There's a great pre-drop, a ton of airtime, and it's a bundle of fun. So I can safely say that. Anyway, let's move on to our next one. Number 7, we got Top Thrill Dragster. Located at Cedar Point, this one towers over the Midway and really is just a ton of fun for people who want to ride this amazing coaster. Overall, it packs a really fun launch. It's kind of short, which is the one negative of this if there is one. But overall, it's a great ride. Let's move on to number 6. We got Orion at Kings Island. This is a great, Giga. The second, the worst of 2 on this list. Overall, I really enjoy riding it. It has some very unique elements for a hyper, which I think some people dislike, but I really do like those kind of, I would say, RMC elements. Let's move on to number 5. We got Millennium Force, another Giga. This one not quite, a little bit better, very speedy, which is kind of cool, especially for a hyper, Giga. I definitely like this coaster. It's a lot of fun to ride. I really enjoy it. And the speed, again, really, really fun. It kind of rushes over the midways and packs a pretty big punch. If you've not ridden it, I would definitely recommend it. Let's move on to number 4. We got another coaster I have not ridden, Outlaw Run. This seems like a absolutely amazing coaster. It just seems like a ton of fun, honestly. It seems to be a lot better than Goliath. I'm just not sure that this coaster is gonna last, given that it's very unique, but I don't think a ton of people actually like it. So I'm not sure that it's gonna be a top 1 for a while, but we'll find out. Let's move on to our next one. We got number 3, which is Maverick. This has a ton of great inversions. It's a lot of fun, and the ride is really enjoyable. So if you have not ridden this one, I definitely recommend it. Again, a lot of fun inversions, and I feel like that's what really makes it. The inversions, the intense launches, and honestly, the rest of the ride's just really good. There's not a part that's bad at all. If anything, I feel like there's some better parts than others, but there's not really any bad parts, like I said. It's all pretty much a good ride. Let's move on to our next one. Number 2, we got the Voyage. Seems to be like a really amazing hyper, the wooden coaster. I have not ridden this one, which means it's the highest coaster that I have not ridden on this list. But it seems like an amazing ride, and when I do get to ride it someday, I definitely ride it a ton of times. I'm hoping that that's gonna be one of my next trips, is a trip to Holiday World, which should be pretty exciting. So when I do get to, I'll definitely ride a ton. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our number 1. Sorry, I'm really like focused. I'm gonna be honest. I'm doing some editing right now too. Let's move on to another one. We got Steel Vengeance, which is an amazing, absolutely incredible hyper RMC steel coaster. Really fun ride. If you've not ridden it, definitely ride it. That seems to be a common thing between all of these, is that if you've not ridden it, these are a bunch of good coasters that you must ride. These are all a bunch of must rides, which just show you how good they are, because I would definitely consider them to be on they should be on your bucket list if they are not. But this one has a bunch of good inversions, a ton of good airtime, and I just love this coaster for all of its parts. There's some people who don't think it's as good as I really think it is, but again, it's completely opinionated. This list does not have any factual significance at all. So really, I just think it's a great ride. I think if you've not ridden it, you should, and I think that this video is over. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time here on Midwest Coasters. Goodbye.